welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. The action is only moments away, and it's coming up next.
It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. The moment is upon us, and we've got what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champions taking on the NFC champions, the Los Angeles Rams. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Second down and 8. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Drops it underneath to Spiller. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. They run behind center with Spiller. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Back to throw. Donnelly. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's low. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Donnelly. That is caught. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Back to throw again. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Here's Bryce Behringer now. Taking it about the 16. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. Up the middle they go. Downing. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Here's 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Redmond. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The drive starts with a give to Spiller. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Looking to throw. Donnelly. He's got it. It's Spiller. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Spiller. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. Again on the ground, again it's Spiller. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Donnelly. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And Charles, the big story of the week leading up was not really about the players, but about their head coach looking to tie Bill Belichick with a 6th Super Bowl title.
And something that just keeps coming back to me is something you said during the week leading up to this one, partner, how he continues to reinvent himself as a coach. You mentioned it's not just the X's and O's. You like the way he relates to his players, and you think that makes him special, and I think that you're right. We've seen it through the years. Each team is different. He gives them the right game plan and knows how to read each team to not only just get them to the big game, but to try and win it as well, and they've done a lot of that. As you mentioned, trying to win his 6th Super Bowl title.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Donnelly. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Donnelly. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And the slot man goes in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down. Donnelly. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And he fields it cleanly. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Powers through. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. Downing shreds him with a stiff arm. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back and ready to go for the 2nd quarter now at Super Bowl 65. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1. They run, it's Oliver. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On 3rd down. Downing. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. Back to throw. Redmond. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple. Looking to throw. Redmond. Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 3rd down, Downing. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
2nd and 9 now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. No gain on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. And this one is right through. And it's 3-0 here in the second quarter. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Donnelly. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Again, they run it with Spiller. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He gets this out to Spiller. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Off the play fake. Donnelly. Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will tie us at 3-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2nd and 9. Back to throw. Redmond. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Oh, strong running by Oliver. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Donnelly finds Spiller on the check down. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Looking to throw. Donnelly got an open man, and Scott. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. The Rams on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Spiller trying to get loose. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Donnelly. Throwing the out route and complete. That's low. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. An option handoff to Spiller. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. Off play action. Donnelly. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Pulled in at the 24. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. The Tokyo offense heads back out there now. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go with a keeper. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now this time he'll look to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Redmond. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line. A final shot before break. Redmond. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So it's halftime. One of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
Now a handoff up the middle. Downing. And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 33. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Down to the 10, and touchdown! A great effort there. 67 yards. And the Dragons are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, but he pays the price at the end of it as he's picked up and thrown down. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Back to throw. Donnelly. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And this will be taken at the 13. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. The Tokyo offense heads back out there now. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. Redmond. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. On 1st down. Downing. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Downing. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, Downing. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Right back to him on 1st down. He'll take it inside the 25.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Breaks the tackle, now rallying. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Dragons will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Operating from the gun, Donnelly. And he's going to go down again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here comes the Rams punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Redmond. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, first down. Operating from the gun, Redmond. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now a handoff up the middle. Downing. And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 39. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The final quarter here on the biggest stage of the biggest game. One more quarter remains now in Super Bowl 65 as we welcome you back to live action. On the run, it's Oliver. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. Up the middle they go. Downing. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 67 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They run it here with Oliver. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Dragons are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Looking to throw. Donnelly. That one out wide and intercepted. He may go. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw. Donnelly. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Second and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
Straight ahead, it's Spiller. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Donnelly.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Rams first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
At the 19-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. That is caught at the 7.
And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Another Rams first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It's a big loss of 5 there on second down to bring up 3rd and goal. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Donnelly. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And oh, it'll be intercepted. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here's a carry for Oliver. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, Turner. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
2 yards. It's 4th down.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. 2nd and 4.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Donnelly.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Now a 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
That's good for Rams. First down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's low. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Donnelly. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
Commissioner Goodell on the podium to make the presentation of the Lombardi Trophy to a very worthy franchise. On top of the world, they are your Super Bowl champions. So that'll do it for another remarkable season of the NFL on EA Sports. For my partner, Charles Davis, all of our crew, for all of you at home, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll do it all again come the fall. Till then, good night from the Super Bowl.